Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. For the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. He's going to air one out right away. He's got it! And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. 35 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Ready up.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Back 60.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Now, faking the give. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Pollard. And he'll go down back at the 4.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal.
Check out.
to throw. He's got his big tight end. Big Okonkwo. Touchdown, Titans. Joey Sly on now for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Titans have struck first in the AFC Championship game. They're out to a 7-0 lead. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Dodge.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Gun. Dodge. 11, MT, tape. Dodge.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and
11,
none of his
11.
guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment.
11, MT.
He had no choice but to throw it away.
11, Thomas. Dodge.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Running from the pistol, it's Brown. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. So after the loss on 1st,
11,
here's
11.
2nd and 14.
Dodge.
Back to throw, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. A dive, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. 47 yards. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal.
11 MT. Dodge.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Off he goes. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Going up top. That's caught. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play to kick off this drive. 62 yards. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now a handoff to Pollard. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. Third down. They'll set up to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Good blocking, and he's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers.
11.
Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes third and 6.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Got.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
That's taken in, and he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for fourth down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
To the right side they go, and here comes Pollard. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Let's go.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. In trouble. Down he goes. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack. Sly's kick is good. And the Titans build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Dot.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else
11,
easier.
11.
In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road,
Dot.
they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I'm 1, ready? 11, Thomas. Gun.
Here's Burrow. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
11. Here we go. 12. 11, MT. 11. Dot.
Burrow. To the left side. Caught by Chase. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the
11,
quarterback is able to throw the
Here we
ball
go.
to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here we go. Dot.
On 1st down, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
11 MT. Here we go. 11 Mighty.
A carry here for Brown. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4.
Hey, we're good.
It's going to lead to 3rd down.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. Dot.
To throw is Burrow. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not
set.
only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. Let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays out.
And he searches for a gain of about 5. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That is hard. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A huge play just before the half. It gained 78 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
It's one thing if you don't get the ball in the end zone, but it's another to lose this many yards. And I think now for this offense and this play caller, they've got to reevaluate their approach down here in tight.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Titans. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
11 MT, Tate. Gun. Dot.
Burrow to throw. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Dot.
Throwing is Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. That catch puts him over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the first down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are back within 2 scores.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando now for Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. So they come to the line for first down
11
and
MT,
10.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out into the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The handoff, Pollard. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
19 tight. 60 Bobcat.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Thomas. Dot.
A first down throw for Burrow. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Here we go. Dot.
Back to throw, Burrow. This one. Deep downfield for Chase. That is brought in.
Take it. 12. 11 MT. Dot.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He's got it at about the 8. And he He's going to be taken down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Smart choice here by the quarterback. He's trying to extend the play outside the pocket, but this was really nice coverage. A lot of eyes on the quarterback. It looked like there was multiple guys anticipating a chance for a pick, but throws the ball away and lives for another snap.
He's got it at the 3. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like,
here we go.
Man, how many?
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Joe Burrow, touchdown Cincinnati. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Oh, he's got the defender right with him, and it's an interception. That's the safety, Geno Stone.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Taken in by Gesicki. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
11. Stop.
They'll run here with Brown. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front, the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He's going to keep it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
11.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is going to be a Titans first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. It was Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle. One quarter remaining. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 70 rings.
Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It's a gain of 12 there. First down for Tennessee.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now, faking the give. That caught Tony Pollard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Back to the air one more time. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Throwing now from the gun. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down, Here comes fourth down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have a Titans first down. He gets more than he needs. 4 yards picked up on 4th and 2.
19-18. Let's take 19.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll look to throw. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing. Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
On 1, ready?
Here comes 2nd down.
11 MT, Tate. 11. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the 1st down. So we'll have 3rd down coming up. Brown. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team.
Here we go.
Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down.
11.
But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
14 on the pickup. It's a Cincinnati.
Here we go.
1st down.
11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute. So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here's 2nd down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Here we go. One final play. He'll try to run for it. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag